time to reveal phase 1 of my master plan. In the last few episodes, we did the River of Blood, we unlocked Prif Dennis, and in this episode, we are going to unlock Invention, which makes up kind of like the holy trinity of starting to enter the end game in RS3. However, on a note that may initially seem unrelated, I want 99 archaeology. There is a lot of important relics that are going to make skilling in general just a lot better for a lot of different skills. So I want to get my invention up to train archaeology. So this is for a few things, and it's probably not what you think. I'm not really that concerned about the perks for my Matic just at this moment. Those will come along. Really what I need is the auto screener and the Grace of the Elves. These are going to make the archaeology training a lot more AFK and just a lot smoother in general, but also the Grace of the Elves is just a great skilling item to have in general. So I need 90 inventions so I can boost to make an alchemical onyx, and also I want to go grind out a little bit more big game hunter to get myself a second dragon matic. That's going to be important to get our tier 90 augmentable matic, but also one of the future phases of the master plan is going to include doing a lot of Croesus. So I'd like to get my hunter up a few levels, as well as hopefully finish the trapper outfit or whatever it's called, the master outfit for hunter, because that's just going to make the whole Croesus grind a bit more efficient and allow me to contribute better to the kills. So that's another thing that the Grace of the Elves is going to come in handy for. So anyways, without further ado, thank you for waiting. It's been about a week since the last episode, but there's been a lot of grinding going into this. And that's kind of just the nature of things. You know how RuneScape is. Grinds get longer over time. If you're enjoying the videos, please go down and leave a subscribe. It helps me out a ton, and we are literally like this close to hitting 1,000 subscribers. And also, if you're seeing this video on the release day, 4 hours after the release, I'll be going live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Ranarr Dealer at 2 p.m. Central Time. So come stop by and say hi. It's a blast over there. Ladies and gentlemen, massive milestone, 80 divination. That is awesome. That is our invention requirement out of the way. By the way, I'm doing these wisps because I need to make some porters, but yeah, we will probably start collecting some energy from there soon, just a bit to get us going on invention. So I'm over here hunting some draconic Jadinkos for the mining for the invention grind. And first of all, this is super annoying because this Rex keeps stomping on me, but we got a draconic Jadinko. Like, I've hunted like 20 of these things, so I don't really know what I need to do particularly to get a breeding pair, but if I have to stand under this guy for some more, then I'm not interested. There we go, 80 crafting. So now we literally just need, I mean, we were pretty close to that level anyways, but we literally just need 80 smithing and we can unlock invention. This looks so weird with like the RS3 face, but then like all this old, it looks weird. Look, my magic butterfly net is just hanging out there. So in line with working on mining and smithing, I really wanted to get the Dwarven quest line out of the way, or at least most of it up to King of the Dwarves. It gives a little bit of smithing XP, but also they're just really important for future unlocks, especially with the augmentable pickaxes. There we go. It's Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf. Laughable XP reward, but that's all right. 2 mature dwarven stouts. Those, I don't know, maybe we'll use those for something. But now we can do the King of the Dwarves. There we go. Quick update on the mining and smithing grind. We are up to 78 mining, and with that, we should be like, okay, we're 400 XP from 71 smithing, but basically there. So with the new clan I joined, I've started doing some BMs whenever they advertise them in the clan chat or the Discord or whatever, because it unlocks some really important abilities, Corruption Blast and Corruption Shot. I don't think the armor is really that great anymore, but from what I understand, the components from the armor is used to make the essence of finalities, which are really important. So, you know, if we get some boots or something, we could probably disassemble them for those. Like I said, it's been a really long time since I've done this content. You'll see in a later clip, I did some pet tanking, which is a little bit tough with my gear, but basically you just spam defensives. But in this particular scenario, the first time, remember this is the first time I've done any kind of raid rolls in like 6 years. But the group that invited me, they invited me onto an Aussie world, and I didn't really realize that. And I had like 1 second ping, and it was brutal. All right, first BM loot with my new clan. Let's see if we get anything. No, unfortunately. We get the techie. We can re-roll it though because we have those tokens from whatchamacallit? Okay, apparently not. Hold on, maybe I can... Okay, so apparently you need the reroll token in your inventory. And that looks a little bit better, but still no codex. That's really what we're looking for. Can we reroll it again, or is there a cooldown? No, but I'll take that. Burial Charm. Pretty good loot, honestly.
Bro, I was AFKing way too hard. I was just sitting over here eating breakfast and stuff. This happened like minutes ago. And then I just see these messages like spoon, spoilers, blah, blah, blah. Right? And apparently we got the smithing pet. That is our 4th skilling pet on this account. That's absolutely nuts. Okay, our pet luck has been insane. No way. I thought that I already had a male, but literally the trapper just brought me a breeding pair of yaks. Like I had the yak like an episode or 2 ago, and now I have a breeding pair of yaks. So let's get those growing, I guess. Well, there is Forgiveness of a Chaos Dwarf. This is kind of a classic quest that unlocks the dragon pickaxe and whatnot, and the ability to get the dragon pickaxe. But where are we? We're on top of the consortium. Oh, that's weird. In old school, I don't think you can actually come up here. I think it's just like you get the cutscene and then you stay down here. But anyways, so that's going to be really important later on. But let's go do King of the Dwarfs. So according to my Juju mining pots over here, we've been mining plasmatite for about 3 hours now, and that is 81 mining, which means that we can finally start mining red sandstone and crystal sandstone for flasks, which is really big. So I'm going to finish this up. I'm not sure how much of the phasmatite we have, because I went through about an inventory full of borders, so I'm sure I could do the math, but once I fill up my inventory here, we'll go see. So also what we found 4 metamorphic geodes during all this mining. I just did a quick look, and I think that I might be a tiny bit short on my ores and bars to get up to 80 smithing, but we'll see. I think I'm just going to use them up and go from there. But these metamorphic geodes, these igneous geodes, these are kind of like the sedimentary ones, the low-level ones. They just give gems and stuff like that. But these ones, they have a special drop table that you can get unique kind of rare stuff. I took a quick peruse at it. There's some pretty useful stuff. I think that maybe the God Wars 2 reputation things, those would be pretty good to find from there. But I'm not sure. Let's see what we get. I've never opened one of these before. 100, wow, 200 corrupted ore, and then okay, it gives you a strange rock every time. So 200 corrupted ore. That's some free smithing XP, I guess. Later on. Okay, some Dark Animus Stone Spirits. I think those will be handy later on. A first age coin. Oh, that's really nice. That's just a straight 1 mil alch. So we can just alch that for 1,000,000 GP. And what do we get for the last one? Yes, an Anima Crystal. Cool. So I can use that at the Heart of Gielinor for some free rep with Hellweir. And Veldeban is the king of the dwarves. But most importantly, this is a prereq for Birthright of the Dwarves, which we need for the Commando pickaxe. The tier 80 and the tier 90 pickaxes. But in the meantime, that gives us 50k smithing XP, which gets us up to 74, which allows us an extra bar chance for smelting necronium. So I've been kind of avoiding smelting as much necronium as I can until now. So hopefully this will help get us the amount of bars that we need. Ladies and gentlemen, after basically a full day of mining and smithing, that is 80 smithing, and we have unlocked the invention skill. It's no longer grayed out. We're going to go do that in a minute. I'm going to finish these off first, though, because, yeah, why not? But I'm going to go do that in a minute. And I can clear out like 1,000,000 bank slots in my bank because I've been hoarding items ever since I started the account. There we go. We did the invention tutorial, and now I can claim my 10k XP from the penguin quests. So I don't know if that gets us up to... No, okay, not quite the level that we need for level 10 equipment. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But right now, I have a bunch of stuff to disassemble. Oh yeah, I also totally forgot about this. I was gonna do this when I hit 75. When I hit 75 smithing, but yeah, we can use these lamps now, and it's 100k XP each. And yeah, I was gonna use it at 75, but I forgot. So you can only use one per skill. So otherwise, it's gonna throw both of these into Herblore. But I think it says Yeah, you see, you already used one on Herblore. I thought I used one in crafting too, but I guess not. So I guess we'll throw that into crafting as well. It's nice to get those up.
All right, so this is my invention tab. First thing first, I need to get my Sunspear to level 5, disassemble it so that I can get some of the early level unlocks and stuff like that, because at level 11, we can't really do a whole lot. I need to make one augmenter though, and I'm not sure what I want to do, because I'd like to wait till I get the junk chance reduction 1 before I disassemble any of this stuff, or as much as I can help it anyways. As you can see, I've been stacking up quite a bit of stuff. I haven't been doing as many shop runs as I maybe should have. Let's see if I can organize it a little bit, but we got 60 or so, 50, 60 sets of these armor sets, a bunch of insulated boots we stacked up. Not a whole lot, honestly, but then we got a bunch of fortunate components kind of littered throughout here as well. So yeah, I'm not really sure exactly. Let me do some research. So I did a little research, and apparently the junk chance reduction only reduces by like 1%. So I don't think it's really worth waiting for. So I'm going to go start running through all this stuff and clear up a bunch of bank space. Finally, I'm really excited. Yeah, I didn't stack up as much stuff as I thought, but it is going to add up and give us some nice starter components. So let's see. And then base parts wise, we have plenty of Acadias and maple logs for now. And also I haven't checked Kingdom in like a week or two maybe. So I should have plenty more maple logs as well. And the only thing we're really struggling with is energy. I'm definitely going to need to go collect some energy soon because I do not have very much at all. All right, so I just spent probably 2 hours or so, honestly, just disassembling stuff. I still have a lot of these gems left and a lot of logs left, but it should be enough to hold us over for now. Unfortunately, the thing I'm missing the most is enhancing components. So I can make one augmenter, right? Because I only have enough enhancing components for one. I've heard Slayer rings are pretty good, and now that you can buy the gems stackable, they're pretty viable to make, I suppose. Like back in my day, I used to actually go and like buy them individually with a yak or something from the Slayer Master and like bank them every time, but now you can just buy the packs of them. And also with the mining and smithing update, crafting jewelry is a lot faster. But unfortunately, I don't have Slayer points to be able to unlock crafting Slayer rings, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. That's not too important. And then also I'm going to need to make some divine charges, but I don't have enough energy. So we'll have to look into that. But then I'm going to throw this on the Sun Spear, get it up to level 5, disassemble it, and see how far that gets us.
All right, I scrounged up some enhancing components so that when we're done with this, I should be able to make another Sun Spear. So that's good. But let's go do this Krill Reaper that I have. 24 kills. I'm pretty sure that 24 kills should get me up to level 5. And then that should get us up to, I don't know, at least the invention level, hopefully, that we can get stuff up to level 10, because that's a really big difference. So I'm not 100% sure where I need to reclaim this yet, but apparently I can buy it back for, I think, 500k. And that's going to give us 100k invention XP. And it's going to be a lot more once we can get it up to level 10. So that gets us up to 25. I think we're still just a tad short of, let's see here. We can get the skilling outfits going, stuff like that. That's really cool. But maximum charge, I think level 10 is level 26, but I think if we research all these things and unlock them, then we should get to 26, no problem.
So before I figure out how to get to level 26, let's try to get a scavenging gizmo. So if I throw in 5 precious components, I should have 4 attempts at this. And scavenging 3 is pretty damn rare at my invention level. I think even at like 99, it's like maybe a 1% chance with this combo. So we're really trying to go for scavenging 2 without spendthrift and 25% chance to... Okay, I thought that it said that looting was a bad one, but anti-theism is a really bad one too. So we'll see what we get. But I think looting by itself scavenging 2 by itself is maybe a 25% chance with this combo. Okay, we don't want that. Don't want that. No. Okay, so we need to get some more of those, but that's all right. There we go, 6th attempt, and that gives us scavenging 2. Nice. So why is this a big deal? Scavenging 10 is a 1% chance per rank. Scavenging 2, 1% chance per rank to get an uncommon invention component as a drop from combat. And with a 1% chance, it will be a rare component instead. So basically, if I kill 100 mobs, 2% of the time, like out of 2 of them, I'll get some uncommon components as a drop. So if I go kill, 100 Vyres, I should get 2 drops of those. And that's going to help me stack up powerful components, hopefully, enhancing components, hopefully. And there's a 1% chance that it'll be rare components. So that's really, really sick. There we go, 27 inventions. So now I can just discover this thing, augmented item level 10, and we can get our Sun Spear up to level 10 and disassemble it and just keep repeating that process. And that's going to be our invention training method for the foreseeable future. So if you don't know how invention works, is that your weapons and your armor, well, the lunar armor isn't augmentable, so we can't augment that, unfortunately. It's going to slow down our XP quite a bit, actually. But the weapons gain XP as you fight things, as you kill monsters, kind of like just combat XP or Slayer XP or Constitution XP, right? And then once they get to a certain level, you can either siphon them or disassemble them for Invention XP. Siphoning the weapon just keeps the weapon, but it just drains the XP, and you get, I think, half as much XP as you would from disassembling it. But since the Sun Spear can be reclaimed for 600k each time, it's pretty easy. It's going to make sense to just disassemble it every time for the most XP. And from what I understand, disassembling it at level 10 is the most efficient way to do it. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to be doing some Slayer and stuff until we get our weapon up to level 10. And and then once it gets to level 10, we're going to disassemble that, and then we're just going to rinse and repeat. And getting up to level 10 is going to give us some pretty huge XP drops, though. We should jump from... The XP scaling on Invention is a little bit weird, but we should jump up like quite a few levels just from the first time we disassemble this. There we go. Quick Arch Glacior Reaper out of the way. Got some Alks. Cool. Let's get on to some Slayer. I have a Warp Tortoise task right now, which is not great. Actually, we got an Effigy. I wonder if we can... Fishing and farming. I was going to say, I wonder if we could open that, but no, I guess not. I'm going to hang on to it, though. I'm not going to turn it into a lamp because I think I should be able to open it pretty soon, honestly. Hey, there we go. As you can see right here, our scavenging perk adds 2 subtle components. I don't actually know what those do, but that's what we're here for. Those are just going to stack up so much in the long term. Hey, there we go. 81 Slayer. That means that we can go start farming Ascension Keys. Here's another good example. So we just got 2 dexterous components from scavenging, which those are used for making the fishing rod automatics. So that's and there's 2 swift components. I don't remember what those are used for, but yeah, those are used for fishing rod automatics. And I believe the sort of meta way is to get them is through disassembling claws. So that's kind of a pain of an item to get, right? It's either like I just go to the Warriors Guild every day or whatever, right? So having this perk just stacking up components for us over time is going to be huge. There we go. That's another task, as well as 60 points and an inventory full of tortoise shells. So I don't know if you guys recall from a couple episodes when we were doing Slayer, but we are really looking for a Desert Strikeworms task. We already have our Hex Crest. We got that on the first Jungle Strikeworms task. But once we get the Desert Strikeworms, we can kind of move on from Simona, hopefully. Dagonauts and Elves. I think I'm just going to go do a Dagonauts, though. It's really quick. I can AoE them pretty well, and it's going to give me a lot of XP for my weapon. Hey, I'm just AFKing here for a bit, and if you look at the chat here, we got 2 more enhancing components. That's really good. I need those for augmenters just now. But we got 2 ascended components. As you can see, it's in red text, which means it's a rare component, which is pretty cool. I don't think these ones in particular, these are from like Ascension crossbows and stuff like that. So yeah, they're quite rare, obviously, but I don't think they're particularly useful. But it's cool to see regardless. But yeah, this rare roll could be anything. It could be noxious components, which you get from noxious weapons. It could be, Lejonkin components, which are really good for aftershock and whatnot. So yeah, I think it's a 1% or it's a 2% chance, per roll. Like every time that I get components, it's a 2% chance that they're rare components instead of uncommon. There we go. That's our Sun Spear up to level 10. I decided to take a call it quits on Slayer for now. I just kind of wanted to bang out some levels, and I figured that the Abyss is actually pretty good just because there's so many mobs. The Sun Spear isn't a halberd type weapon. I could have augmented my crystal halberd, but I don't really have a lot of siphons right now, and I wanted to. This is, I think, faster. It's slower XP melee wise because it's not a halberd. Obviously, the crystal halberd would probably be more XP, but getting the crystal halberd up to level 12 to siphon it, or to level 9 to siphon it, I think since you're losing half the XP or whatever, I think it's still going to be slower. But anyways, I just wanted to try that out. And also for components, it's super good since the Abyss creatures have pretty low HP. You kill a lot of them, and as you can see, there's a lot of direct components, dexterous components. It doesn't go up super far because I logged out, but yeah, a ton of procs from scavenging, since scavenging is based on how many kills you get. It's a 2% per kill. But if I disassemble this, it should give me like 523k invention XP. So that brings us up to level 38, which should involve some new unlocks and stuff, I think. Ooh, another BM kill out of the way. Let's see what the loot is. Good luck to my team. Nothing there. Maybe with the reroll. Nothing still. We get a burial charm, I guess, for the... but yeah, and some alks. That's nice. Well, that kill I died. I ran out of food. Trying to... Because I was pet tanking 1-3. And it was pretty rough because... this is on like a European world, and I had like 1 second ping. It was like I was playing like on a slideshow. It was so bad. And the first kill I did all right, but the second kill, Crowder was kind of bouncing all over the place. And again, because of the ping and stuff, I couldn't really time like my resonances or anything like that, so I didn't get much healing. I was just kind of like spamming defensives and stuff. But hopefully, let's see what we get. Hopefully we can get. Nope. Okay, no codex there. This is our last reroll token, so. Hopefully our luck changes around. No. Okay, so we're still it's about what, 5 kills, I think? Or no, it would have been 6 rolls on the table and 3 kills with still no codexes. So hopefully that'll turn around, because that would be absolutely massive for us getting Corruption Blast unlocked. All right, another hour or so of AFKing here at the Abyss. Sorry if I sound funny, by the way. Or if my mood has maybe changed. I've had a terrible day, honestly. So all I've been doing basically is just AFKing. Basically, I swap between harps. And because I really want to get the harmonic dust, I still need like quite a bit more harmonic dust. And then usually once the Ithel hour ends, since there's usually an Ithel hour every like 3 hours or so, 3-4 hours, then I go do an hour of the Abyss. So we got ourselves another level 10 Sun Spear, which we can disassemble. But yeah, I went to the dentist today, so sorry if I sound a little bit funny. But yeah, I'm up to like 5-6k harmonic dust. I want to make the attuned crystal teleport seed and also a crystal matic, because I'm going to be doing some archaeology very soon, probably next episode, something like that. But we have this other level 10 Sun Spear, so let's disassemble this, see if it gives us anything interesting levels wise. 43 invention. But yeah, anyways, I went to the dentist today. Long story short, like I had this tooth that broke a really long time ago, but like I was in high school and I had a root canal actually, because I didn't take care of my teeth when I was a kid because I was an idiot, right? And something didn't set right with the root canal, so I ended up the tooth ended up breaking, right? But since like how a root canal works is they kind of dig out like all the nerves and stuff out of your tooth, it never bothered me. And it never bothered me for like 6 years, and I kind of forgot about it until like yesterday. And it started bothering me. So I went to the dentist, and they actually had to do this like surgery to take it out, where they had to kind of like cut open my gums and stuff because it was all in like different pieces and shit because it was all broken, right? And so my mouth hurts really bad. I feel okay now that the pain drugs kicked in, but it's still very uncomfortable. I'm supposed to stream tomorrow. Depending on how I feel tomorrow, I might cut it short a little bit because, it's super uncomfortable. But the cherry on top then is I'm pretty sure that I left my phone in like a random cab somewhere. So that really sucks as well. Like I was kind of like, when I came out of the appointment, my mouth hurt so bad. I was like in agonize it. Like it's the most pain that I think I've ever felt in a really long time. Like my whole mouth was like really, really sore. And then like, this is like right when the drugs are starting to wear off, my mouth was super sore. And then on top of it, like somehow I had a really massive headache, like a migraine almost, And so I was trying to go get the drugs and stuff to, the antibiotics and then the pain drugs to better that. But then, of course, I live in Ecuador and nobody accepts card anywhere. So I had to go find an ATM and like all this. I was like really disoriented while I was doing all this. And because of that, I think because I was really disoriented, because like, again, I was hurting really bad. I think that I ended up like dropping my phone in the cab or something like that. So yeah, that really sucks. On the bright side, my phone's not that expensive, but it's still it's an older model. So of the Pixels, I actually really like the Pixels, but it's an older model. So it'd be maybe like a couple $100 to replace. But still, I mean, it's a couple $100 that I really didn't want to have to spend on something like that. But yeah, anyways, rant over. Anyways, after all our discoveries and stuff, that's 44 Invention. Please don't give me something trash. Oh, yes, Desert Strike Worms. Okay. All right, with 4 points left. All right, let's hope that we can end this misery right now and go to a real fucking Slayer Master. We are done! Yes! Yes! I am so glad we got lucky on that. We did 1 Jungle Strike Worms task and 2 Desert Strike Worms tasks. Spoon, baby! I love it! So in my Abyss AFKing, I decided to augment the Zami Spear that I got ages ago. It's 3 levels lower than the Sun Spear, otherwise it's basically the same. And we get 5 Zami components as well as a bunch of, 50 Invention here, as you can see here. So I started doing more Hellweir Reapers, especially on stream. It's pretty fun to do it on stream with you guys. And I also kind of wanted to test out how it would do with the Sun Spear, which is an extra 3 levels of accuracy and damage. And it's been going pretty well. I would say generally if I don't fuck up and die and whatnot, usually I can do a whole Reaper task in 1 extended maniacal aura, so like 15, 16 kills an hour or something like that. But then I finally got another subjugation piece from Zami. I have like 350 KC, I think, with only 2 pieces. And we got a top, which is huge because I can augment that. Not only is that going to give me more Invention XP, but I put Biting 2 and Enhanced Devoted 2 on that, which Biting 2 is just a flat 4% crit chance increase. So if I understand the math right, that should be a 2% DPS increase. And Enhanced Devoted 2, long story short, basically gives a chance of giving you a mini devotion when you're being attacked. So it saves you, it increases my survivability a ton. Bro, what the fuck? I literally just got the magic pet like 2 hours ago. And I'm just collecting some energy for these engrams, to try to get my div up, because collecting the energy for Invention absolutely sucks with this divination level. It's so slow, right? So I'm trying to get my div up. And we got the divination pet. What the hell? And with the Sun Spear and the gear that I got right now, it's been a lot smoother than it was before. I still go through some food and stuff like that, but it's really, really not too bad. And we also got the Sun Spear up to level 10 again, so I have to go grab another one. I think I'm low on base parts. I don't think I have enough base parts to make another one. But we got powerful and enhancing components back from that, so that's really nice. So then I got another Hellweir Reaper, and we went back, this time with the Enhanced Devo and the Biting 2, and it was so much smoother. The Enhanced Devo saves you so much food and like so much survivability. I could actually do a couple kills a trip a couple times, and it was just so smooth overall, and we set a few new personal records. It was going great. God, Enhanced Devo is so pog though. Like, look how much food. No! God, that's the wrong one! I mean, it's good, but what am I supposed to do with that? So if you're wondering why I'm upset about this, basically the orb by itself is kind of useless to me. It's only tier 80 damage. I guess it's good for components, but if I got the wand, it would be literally game changing. I kind of have a master plan in place right now, and if I would have gotten the wand, that master plan would have completely changed. Like, it's tier 90 accuracy, like, that would just open up so much content for us. Hey, there's 95 magic. And you might be wondering, why am I killing Black Knights? Well, I would really like to unlock the White Knight shop because I am constantly running out of base parts and other these common parts and whatnot. I get a lot of the uncommon components from scavenging, but you don't get the common ones. And base parts for augmenters specifically, I keep running out of. And the White Knight shop, if you look at the stock here, it's got a variety of a little bit of everything, so I can get a lot of different parts and components, and it's really cheap. I can buy out the whole shop for like 200K. According to the chat here, I'm like about halfway through. It said that I got to the certain level at one point recently, so I should be about halfway through the kills. It's a little bit tedious, but it's pretty quick. Yeah, so as you can see, a lot of variety here. I should be able to get base parts for augmenters. I should be able to get protective components for armor gizmos. I should be able to get direct components, dexterous components from this shop, and all for really, really cheap. And it took me like less than an hour, even without a cannon, to unlock this. So with that out of the way, we have like one more disassemble. And then if I do the unlocks, I should be able to get to 60, which is my goal for this episode. And I'll explain why. There we go. That should be our last level 10 Sun Spear for this episode. All right, let's first siphon this Brassard that's level 9. That's 160k-ish XP. And that gets us up to 58. And this, I think, should just be enough XP. Yeah, to get us to a level 60 invention, which is huge, and I'll get why in just a second. All right, so this right here is why I really wanted to get 60 invention this episode, to get the Auto Disassembler. We can upgrade to the second version at 81, but this right here is going to allow us to automatically just disassemble things. As you can see, there's other machines we can get. The Alchemizer, that's going to be really big. I'd like to get that soon as well. And I think for the Partial Potion Producer, those are also pretty good. The Hide Tanner might be pretty decent too, but that's kind of more niche, I suppose. But the Potion Producer, that basically allows you to just make like unfinished potions automatically. But yeah, the Automatic Disassembler we are going to build. And if I take a look at this, first of all, I need to add some charges to this guy. I'll add 8. I put those aside for that. It's still not a lot. I still don't really have a great source of those. In the next episode, I'm going to take care of that. But if I throw some items in here, it's walking me through this. Okay, yeah, if I throw some items in here, like these Acadia logs, right, it'll show me I have enough power to disassemble all of these, and it'll show you how much I have left, and it's going to take 3 days and 10 hours. So it's not really fast. The second one is faster, I believe. But this is going to allow us to run through things, you know, that I need to disassemble really fast, because like going through all these logs myself would take forever. So eventually, once I have a good source of energies and stuff, I'd like to just like, I think I have like another 30k maple logs or something sitting in Kingdom. I'd like to just take it the whole stack, throw it in there. Another thing I could do is take some of these sapphires. You know, actually, I think I might do that right now. Actually, take like, yeah, there we go. I have these maple shield bows unstrung. These are pretty good for tensile parts. They're not great. They're not as good as strung bows, but strung bows are, well, harder to come by. So I'd like to take these and throw them in there as well, because, you know, these are things that I would never really want to get to disassembling myself. It would take forever, right? It would take forever to get through there. So I can pop these in there, and this is too much. I'm going to need to put, you know, more charges in here, more charges in the generator so that I can go through all these. But yeah, you know, being able to go through these items automatically is great. The sapphires, I'm hoping to get faceted components and precious components from those. But yeah, anyways, I've had to disassemble so many logs myself for simple parts, and it's going to be nice to not have to do that anymore. But yeah, anyways, thank you for watching this episode. This is quite an action-packed one, I think. In the next episode, we're still going to be working on Invention, but a little bit more passively. I'd like to get back to some big game hunter. As I said, I need you know, a dragonmatic and whatnot, and I need some other things before the archaeology grind. So I'd like to kind of mix things up a little bit, since I've been grinding Invention for a while, and also hopefully figure out a better way of obtaining energies. So we might be messing around a little bit with divination. So thanks for watching the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry that it took so long to come out, but it's just kind of the way it is sometimes. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and have a good one. I'll see you guys next time.